Hi there, and welcome to episode 2 of It's Getting Steamy with April and Kelly. You're listening to this quick 15-minute professional development episode, Practical Magic, How Teachers Can Use MagicSchool AI Today. Whether you're curious about AI or just looking to save time, this one's for you. My goal today is simple. I want to show you how MagicSchool AI can make your teaching life easier, whether that means planning faster, differentiating smarter, or knocking out tasks that usually take forever. So, what is MagicSchool AI? Well, it's a free AI tool built for teachers. That means it includes a wide set of tools made specifically for the classroom. Instead of asking ChatGPT to act like a teacher, MagicSchool already does. The prompts are built in. You can choose a tool like Lesson Plan Generator, Exit Ticket Creator, and enter a topic or a standard, and it gives you what you need. Now, I want to tell you the formula to write a prompt. There's 3 things you really need when you're writing a prompt. First is the role. Who is the writer or the speaker? So I always type in, I'm a 7th grade life science teacher. Then the task. What are they being asked to do? This is your task. You be as specific as possible. Don't be vague like a Google search. Say, I want this vocabulary. I want it to be this long. Then finally, your format. What form do you want the response to be in? Do you want it to be a PDF? Do you want it to be a Google slide? What do you want it to be? So let's take a look at what MagicSchool AI can do for you. All right, so here's MagicSchool. So I'm going to start off with a lesson plan generator. So we slide down here to lesson plan. So I click on it and I see here I already have my grade 7. Okay, so a lesson plan I select my grade level, and in seconds it gives me a full lesson outline, objectives, materials, activities, assessments. So I'm going to use my role task format. So I'm going to say, I am a 7th grade science teacher. I want a lesson teaching photosynthesis. I want to use the vocabulary, including stomata, vascular tissue. Now I know this is not 3rd grade appropriate, kindergarten appropriate, but you guys would put in your own vocabulary that you're using. And of course I'm doing science because I am a science teacher, but you could do this with math, with ELA, with anything. Okay? I'm going to say I would like kinesthetic activities and partner activities. Did I mention don't worry about spelling? They figure it out. And I want to say how I want this. So my format, I want this in a Google Doc. Okay? So down here, it also says additional criteria. Okay? So I want to say we learned about cell structure in the last lesson, and we'll discuss cellular respiration in the next lesson. So it kind of tells it how I'm building it. Set standards to North Carolina course of study, and then I hit generate. Hold on, I'm having trouble. Hold on, get rid of that. Generate. And in seconds, there's my objective, my assessment, key points, an opening, tells me to start with a video, introduction, guided practice, independent practice, closing, extension, homework, and what standards it lines to. So I can come up here and it'll see they'll work in pairs to create a visual representation, poster, a diagram of photosynthesis, labeling the key structures, explaining the functions during the process. There's my partner work. Tells me how to open, what to say, a short video clip. Discuss previous knowledge about cells and connected to the plant cells. Here's where it's talking about some of my vocabulary, talking about misconceptions that I might see. Then here's where it's talking about my guided practice with my partner work, scaffolding questions, everything. So Here it talks about independent practice. So they're going to create a poster detailing the photosynthesis process. So it's getting up, it's moving around, not just sitting and listening. And then here we can have a quick review game. Then they also have the extension activities and homework. So this is just really quickly how we could do a lesson plan. This would have taken me 30-40 minutes to write from scratch. Now it takes me 1 minute. So I want to go to another tool that they have for differentiation. And I want to get to the text rewriter. Okay? So online, it's July as I'm doing this right now, and it's been ridiculously hot. So I found this article about the heat wave. So I'm going to copy this article. I hit Control-C, and I'm going to put the original text in here. Now, it's a pretty long article. Okay? Pretty long article about what we're having. So I'm going to rewrite it, and I'm going to say I want it half as long, and I want it written for an 8th grade level. Okay, let me collapse that. So I hit Generate. As you can see, it has rewritten it using the same text pretty much, but at an 8th grade level. Okay? So I can go back and do the same thing. Go to my text rewriter, take the same article, and I want to rewrite it so it's half as long for a 3rd grade level. Hit Generate. And you can see it has it's lowered the level so it's easier for 3rd graders to read, taking that same information. So I grab this article, and now I can give my students the same content just in the language that they're ready for. So you could give a group, one learning group, one level, another learning group, another level, based on the same information. So there's also some other time-saving tasks, such as an exit ticket generator, a rubric generator. I want to do the rubric generator with you. Okay? So I have my Cell City project here. My Cell City, you can see I already have the rubric down here that I've used, but they have to create a city in which each part of the city has a matching part of the cell with a similar function. For example, the nucleus of the cell is like the brain of the cell. It's the heart of the cell. It's where all the decisions are made. In a city, that would be City Hall. Okay? The chloroplast is where they use the sun's energy. Well, that would be like a solar factory. Okay? So all of these, you can really do all of these. A vacuole stores materials, so that'd be like a storage shed. So the students have to create a 3D model of a city. So that's the basics of it. So I just copy and paste the directions that I give the students. I come over to MagicSchool. I say I want it for 7th grade again. And I want it as a 3-point scale. I can make this however many points I want, okay? But I just want to do a 3-point scale. First, I'm going to go to my North Carolina course of study, and I'm going to click the standard here. So I'm going to put the standard into MagicSchool, and then I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to copy my directions and stick it into the assignment description. I can put in additional customization for the rubric, but I think I've got pretty much a lot what I need. Again, I'm putting it in the North Carolina course of study. Slide that over and hit Generate. And within seconds, boom, it's done. Now, if I don't like this, I can edit it. I can go back and change my prompt, okay, and say, hey, I want it this way. I want, the labels to have less points, or the written explanation to have more points, or whatever. But if you can see, it pretty much does exactly what I wanted it to do with each of the city parts. So now I want to try another tool that I absolutely love. You guys know how words are not my friend. I say what I mean what I say, I don't, but words just come out that I just, no filter. So I have an email responder. So it gives me a custom professional email. So it says author name, Kelly Butler. Well, this is the email I received. My child has too much homework. There isn't enough time for extra curriculars. And remember, you don't have to worry about spelling, typos, any of that. The homework is too hard and not fair. Also, there is another child. Oops, that's really bad. Another child bullying my child. Please do something about this. Okay, excuse all the typos. How do I want to communicate? Well, this is exactly what I want to say. I give plenty of time in class to do the work. Your child wastes their time and does nothing. I can't say that to a parent, can I? According to administration, I give an adequate amount of work and time. Your child is a bully and not bullying others. Now, obviously, I cannot send that to a parent. So I hit generate. And it comes out. Thank you, dear parent. Thank you for reaching out and sharing your concerns about your child's homework and the situation regarding bullying. I appreciate your involvement and commitment to your child's education. I want to assure you that I do provide ample time in class for students to complete their assignments. It seems that your child may not be utilizing this time effectively, which could contribute to feelings of being overwhelmed at home. According to our administration, the amount of homework assigned is considered adequate, and we strive to balance academic responsibilities with extracurricular activities. Regarding the bullying issue, I understand how distressing this can be for you and your child. However, I must clarify that the information I have indicates that your child has been involved in bullying behavior towards others. It's important for us to address this matter together to foster a supportive environment for all students. I encourage you to discuss these points with your child, and I'm here to support both of you as we work through these challenges. Please feel free to reach out if you'd like to discuss this further. Thank you for your understanding. Best regards, Kelly Butler. Now, here's the thing with AI. You just don't take the AI and send it. There's a ratio. They say 80% AI, 20% your own personal input. So I would probably change this paragraph here, but this is like a first draft. It's giving me the ideas, the words, but then I can go back and change it to make it sound like me, to make it more personable, or just to make it, however I need it to be. Okay, so I can hit the edit button. I don't have to just copy and paste this as is. Okay, but it gives me a good starting off point. Now, these tasks here, responding to the emails and having to write rubrics, that cuts into my time, right? Cuts into my free period, but now it can be done in minutes. So you can see there is a variety of different tools here. Okay, report card comments, text summarizer, all sorts of different things that you could be using. Text leveler, that's kind of like the text rewriter. Okay, I rewrote it, but you could just do the leveler itself, where it would just take those same words and just reduce it down. But MagicSchool AI is powerful, but it is still AI. So a few words of caution. Always review and edit your outputs. Think of it as a co-teacher, not a replacement for your professional expertise. Let AI give you that strong first draft, like I said before, then add your personal teacher magic. Do the 80-20 ratio. 80% AI, 20% is your revisions, not religion. So here's your teacher challenge. Pick just one of these MagicSchool AI tools to try. Maybe generate an exit ticket. A worksheet generator. That's another one. If you see, I have that starred. Start small. Don't feel like you need to use it all. Just enough to feel the time savings. I'm happy to lead you in a quick training too. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope this gave you a spark of inspiration and a few minutes back in your day. Go make some magic, and I'll see you next time.